Hey everyone, I'm Chelsea from the BuildBook support team, and today we're going to go over a little bit about our selections. I'm going to do a high-level overview of selections, and if you want a more in-depth how to create selections, what that kind of looks like, then there is a selections article that goes over how to create those things, and you can check out that video in that article. But today I'm just going to do a really quick high-level overview for you so that you get a basic understanding of our selections. So to start, selections are only available in projects. I know we have a lot of pros who ask about selections in opportunities. And although you can create selection categories, so when you create a budget item with the type selection, it's going to create a category for you that you can add an allowance amount to. Um, there is a reason for that, and that's because that allowance amount, even throughout the project, is still technically a placeholder amount until all of the items within the selection category are completed. So selections for that reason are not available in the estimates because at that point you're still just estimating and you don't know what the items are actually going to be. Additionally, I want to note that selections are read and comment only for clients. Clients are not going to be able to go into your selections. They're not going to be able to click on this tab, click on new selection, create selection items that they want. You're actually going to have to do this for them. So clients can definitely come in and they can have a conversation within their selection categories and start adding in information within the comments. But as far as creating these selections right here, they're not going to have that ability to. Additionally, within the selections, they're not going to be able to create options. They're not going to be able to upload a product name, an amount, a description, anything like that. Selections, again, are read and comment only for clients. So the only thing that they'll be able to do is choose between projected options and then choose which option they want to approve. If you're not using multiple options, this is still the case. Clients still can't go in there and add in new selection items at any point in time. You can still send items for approval. So even if there's not multiple options, you can still send those items for approval. Basically saying that the selection is picked out and approved by the client. But again, they're not going to be able to upload information into those areas. They'll have to do it in the comments. So as far as selections go, they're made up of two different pieces. When you add a selection to your estimate or to your budget, any item that you add with that selection type is actually creating what's called a selection category. The category is a placeholder for all of the like-minded items within it. The items are what actually make up the selection and what dictate the remaining balance. So you'll notice here that my original allowance was 12,000. My remaining balance after all of my information in here is complete is going to be an overage of $3,600. So I can either create a new selection category here in the top left corner. And once I've created that category, I can create new selections for that category here by using the new selection in the top right corner of the category. Each selection is going to have the ability to have a room. So you'll have a name, a room, the category that it belongs to, and the status for the selections. Additionally, you'll be able to add options. So like I have here, I have two different types of options for the sink faucets that my client then went through, took a look at, and approved the one that they like the best. I can add bills or expenses to my selections. And then finally, once I've created selection items, my client can then have different types of conversations with me within these items. If I at any point in time want to request approval from a client, remove the approved status, or delete something, I can use the ellipsis menu in the item and essentially either request that approval, remove the approved status, or delete the selection. I can also filter my selections by the status. So maybe I only want to see the things that are installed currently with that status. I can see that very quickly by filtering for installed. Maybe I want to see everything that is currently delivered and installed. I can then see that all here. Here's a delivered. And if I want to clear this out, I can either click back on this little select all, or I can just click on the X right here. There is also a difference of view in your selection, so you'll be able to see them in category view or room view. Category view splits out the categories just like so. And then the room view is designed to split out the rooms and only show you the photos. So you can really quickly and easily see what's happening in each particular room and what you have kind of going on in the rooms. And then, of course, too, if you click on something and it's not completed, then you're not going to see this particular little check mark right here. So you'll notice that this particular status is as installed, so nothing is completed here. And that's why you don't see a little check mark right there. This little green check mark just denotes that these items are completed. They don't denote that these items are approved. So you'll even notice that we have an approval for this particular vanity. And although it's going to show the vanity photo of the one that they approved, it's not designed to show you that it's approved necessarily. It's only going to show you if it's completed. So similarly, this is going to show you all of the projected options. So if I have multiple options like I do in this one, I have 4 different options, it is going to show me the one that is approved or that I have set as projected. And room view is really nice because, again, you can see all of your photos or all of the selection choices for that particular room. And it's kind of nice to just be able to see how everything kind of lays out. Maybe I realize that this tile doesn't fit with the bathroom and that this one fits more. I can definitely look into changing those different types of things. Maybe these two don't fit together. Whatever I want, I can kind of take a look at it within the room and choose how I want things to lay out based on my projected options. If I don't like room view, I can always switch back to category view. And then in the top right corner, as always, we have an ellipsis menu. So you can arrange your categories. This will allow you to arrange your categories in whatever item that you, or whatever order that you want. So maybe you're like me and you want to essentially try to arrange these in alphabetical order, which they typically come in anyways in alphabetical order. You can always click on done and it's going to rearrange your categories like that. However, I can also arrange them by, maybe I need to do the flooring first. Then I want to do the paint colors. After that, I'm going to do, the cabinet, or sorry, maybe I want to do the tile right underneath the flooring. Maybe after that, I need to do the cabinets and then the plumbing fixtures and then the lighting. I can move around all of that stuff. And once I do that, you'll notice that this is resorted into my particular arrangement. Additionally, you'll have a copy from, so like most projects, we have the ability to copy other items from other projects or templates. So maybe I've started my project, I already, estimated about how much my categories are going to be, and they're very similar to another category in another project. I can really quickly and easily grab those same selections from another project. So I can click on this Benson bathroom remodel, and I can copy over 4 categories and 6 items. When I do that, this particular feature is not meant to overwrite information. It is going to add information. So what you may notice is that after you've created, kind of your categories and everything, and you just notice that these selection items are way better, you can literally use this copy from to copy over those selections and then delete the empty or duplicate categories if you wanted to. Additionally, you have a print option, so you can really quickly and easily print out anything within your selections. So I can either do this by category view or room view really quickly. I can also sort what options I want. So maybe I don't need the descriptions. I just want the prices. I don't need the comments. I can additionally sort for that information. And finally, I can filter by what type of information I'm still waiting on. So if I just want to see only installed, I can really quickly and easily see what is only installed so far, or I can turn everything back on really quickly to see everything. And then you'll have the option to print. And when you have the option to print, like always, you're also going to have an option to save as a PDF. So if you need to, you can save this to your computer as a PDF. Now, of course, that's not going to answer every single question that you have about selections, but if you ever do need any help, click on this question mark icon in the top right corner to jump into our real-time chat. And as always, happy building.